Victoria 3, a grand strategy game about diplomacy, family, war, and family, where the big crush the weak. But not today, because we're playing as Belgium, despite starting with only 2 provinces. It starts with some of the best technology in the game. It's fully industrialized and has the potential to be the ultimate playing toll nation. And we will stay as just 2 provinces in Europe, become a great power, and overtake all the other great powers in GDP. If you want to see more awesome videos like these in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if we get 5,000 likes in this video, I'm also going to be doing the second and final part of the campaign, where we take it all the way up to 1936. So the reason why Belgium is the absolute master when it comes down to being a technological superpower is because of its starting situation. We start with 43% literacy, which is actually one of the highest in the world, alongside the British, the Swedes, and a few other nations around here. The difference is that because of the size of our country, we can also increase our literacy significantly faster than anybody else, and we can keep it high by playing toll, which is exactly what we'll be doing. We also have a really amazing government. We start with industrialists and the intelligentsia in charge of our country, so that is the optimal government you ever want to have in this game. Plus, the starting legislation is amazing. We got banned slavery, we got homesteading, we got mercantilism, interventionism, racial segregation, wealth voting, elected bureaucrats. Only things missing from this is a proper health system, a proper education system, so we're going to be going for public schools actually now, and hopefully with a little bit of luck we're going to pass that. We also need to get secret police, for which we have a massive support for actually. Professional army, which we don't have so much support, but we'll get it eventually. We have level 2 education institution. I'm going to go for level 3. That's going to give me 30% education access and a little bit of conversion. That's going to switch to assimilation once we actually have public schools enacted. However, technology wise, we start as a tier 1 technology nation. What does that mean? Well, in the game you've got 5 different tiers. Based on your tier, the nation starts with more or less technology. There's only very few tier 1 nations, namely the UK, US, France, Prussia, and Belgium. That's it. And the fact that this 2 province small ass nation here starts as a tier 1 is wild. That being said, we start with some of the best technologies, including dialects, including everything tier 1 from society, everything tier 1 from military and from production, as well as we got railways. We're about to go for water to boiler. That's going to be our very first technology to unlock. And we have 2 universities from day 1, so we can switch over to philosophy departments, meaning we start with 56 innovation from day 1 compared to the average Joe, which starts with 50. Our economy is not too bad. Also, we've got a good 28,000 if we go on very high taxation, but we're going to keep it on medium. We want to have a good standard of living for our people so that we can actually start getting some migrants in here. Our primary population source is going to be migrants. Ideally, you want to have migration control so you get only accepted pops in your country, but we do have no migration control, which means we get everybody in our country. So we're going to grow in pops size a lot faster if we get good standard of living and good reasons for people to migrate to our lands, meaning if they're not discriminated and so on, helps a lot. We got a small army, but that's not to be worried because we have France, England, and Prussia supporting our independence, so we don't need to worry about anybody attacking us. We're going to be the ones attacking the Dutch whenever we grow our army a little bit, since they start with 2 times more units than we have. I'm going to hire an admiral too. This guy is an absolute Chad, and I'm doing that because I'm going to be invading some of the African nations. I'm going to create a small little army with only 1 unit in it because we don't want to have any naval landing penalties, and we're going to start getting a declared interest in South Africa. Good old Belgian style, eh? We probably shouldn't talk about that too much, should we? We actually start from day 1 with a company, namely the Unique Société Anonyme Jean Coquerel, which gives railway throughput as well as company construction and throughput bonus. Buildings wise, we have some decent starting buildings, including tooling workshops. We already have Market Square from day 1 and gas street lights, which is again insane. We already have 2 railways, 1 in each of our starting states, so we can even switch over to public trams, which is going to increase the amount of machinists and engineers that we have, as well as it's going to give us more transport. We don't have motor industry, so we will have to build up our motor industries. Right now we're sustaining those railways by importing motors from the UK. That's costing us a little bit, to be fair. Same goes for the fertilizers, is costing us quite a little bit as well. Every single thing that we have here that we're importing, eventually we want to switch over to domestic production, but not all of this, because for example, clippers and man-o-wars, the import is better since domestic production is going to be way too much. We don't need that many man-o-wars to sustain a single ship. We also have iron frame buildings from day one, so we are an industrialized nation from day one. This is, in my opinion, one of the best starting nations despite being really small. I genuinely think that there's no other nation in this game right now that is as best to play tall as Belgium is. Let's get a few more trade routes going from the British. Ooh, fertilizer is actually quite a little bit of an issue, so I'm gonna eventually build some. Paper is a massive problem right now too, apparently, so let's go ahead and queue up a paper mill first. Despite starting with the paper mill in Flanders, I'm actually gonna queue up my paper mill in Wallonia because we have our sulfur mine in Wallonia, and sulfur is required for paper production, so having that in the same state does give us a little bit of a discount. It's not much because we do have super high market access as the Belgians from day one, but still 10% is 10%, am I right? Plus we're gonna need paper because we're gonna be spamming a buttload of universities. I want to reach my max innovation cap as soon as possible. That's 115 innovation. That is, after all, how we're gonna be winning as the Belgians. Now we also want some consumption taxes on liquor, services, transport, and I'm gonna have greener grass campaign in both of my states here alongside road maintenance. Actually, I'm out of authority, so I think I'm gonna cancel my transport tax for now, and I'm gonna use road maintenance in both of the states, which means we get 13% construction efficiency in Wallonia from the road maintenance as well as from the excess bureaucracy, which can give up to maximum of 10% construction efficiency when we have 100% excess. I'm also improving relations with all three of my main big neighbors, and I'm gonna get some more rivalries to get more influence points. That's gonna be the Portuguese, the Bavarians. Apparently we can get Lippe as a rival, which is just spectacular, really, and Schaumburg Lippe as well. I'm not sure why, but Belgian people hate the Lippians. And we already started with atmospheric engine done, meaning we can get 3.5k progress on water tube boiler. So that's the technology we're currently researching, making it even faster for us to research this. I'm also going to queue up joint stock company so I get a secondary company. Can I actually get one more construction sector? I'll try and see if I can sustain an economy with 3 construction sectors. Moment of truth. Let's see who's going to win. Angry Belgian boy or the entire might of the Gazan army. Looks like we won that. Very, very easily won that. And that means we can get one more declared interest now since we already have an established interest. We do start with the trade agreement with the British, so we need to take advantage of that trade agreement and just import everything that we can from them since it doesn't cost us any bureaucracy. And similarly also export everything that we can export to them to make a little bit of moolah, as they say in Belgium. Go ahead and bring the might of our army into the south so we can continue to expand into Transvaal, Orange, and Zulu. This is really good because there's gold in here, so we can get a buttload of actual money from taking Transvaal and Orange especially. Vrystaat is one of the best states to have. The only problem is it's going to be full of discriminated pops. We're going to have to eventually pass legislation to help us out a little bit with turmoil. Now, I'm not saying that we are the baddies, but we might be the baddies for people in Africa. I will be making puppets out of Marina Kingdom and a few other areas around. Another day, another South African nation. Attacius Maximus, make us South Africa's greatest again. Surprisingly, Zulu's got 11 units from day one. But they are basically just hussars and irregulars, so it should be fairly easy for me to just crush the schnapps out of them. There you go. Even with the blunder, we still managed to massively advance into there. We got 34 offense against 12 defense. Yeah, this battle was already freaking over. Ain't no natives gonna stand against us, boys. We're known as the Dread of Africa, the remover of independence. That last one might actually be a real Belgian nickname in Africa in the 1900s. The last of the free peoples of Middle Earth is about to be wiped out now. We just failed public schools. I hate this game. Actually hate this game. For real, I wasted 3 years on public schools and I failed it. Like, what the schnapps, man? Maybe we can double down on steel mill throughput and iron. Or better yet, maybe we can go the loyalist path. Seriously, we passed this basically instantly and we struggled for freaking 3 years to pass public schools and we still failed? Brother, that is just not fair. You also have a Democrat agitator. I'm gonna give him leadership leadership. He's slightly better than the old guy. And we're gonna go for colonial exploitation, obviously. We need to start exploiting these colonies properly. Historical gameplay here, boys. And speaking of, let's also get that future oil reserves from Arabia. And since we directly own a province in Arabia too, we can get one more interest outside, and that's gonna be in Ethiopia, because I'd also like to get my hands on some of these juicy parts of the world. But Ludi, I thought this was supposed to be plain tall, bro. Hey, you know what? Look at that. All the way from the north to the south. This is as tall as they get, okay, buddy boy? Also, everybody knows non-European provinces don't count, okay, when you're playing tall. Shut up. The League of Liberty. That is the most American name I've ever seen for a freaking power block. Also, hypocritical when they still have slave trade. Just saying. What kind of liberty is that, buddy boy? We in Belgium have real liberty, okay?
I doubt it.
Oh yes, baby, it's game on. Colonial exploitationum time. We in Belgium have real liberty, okay? Let's exploit everybody. Changing my interest to the Niger area so we can colonize there and be friends with the natives. That's what this playthrough is about, guys. Playing tall and being friends. Exactly what this is about. It's your friendly neighborhood Belgian dude, Ludi. We're queuing up pharmaceuticals next with quinine, which will let us colonize even more parts of Africa. Attempt number 2, electric boogaloo. Give me them public schools. Am I really surprised that we failed public schools once more? No, I'm not. Am I disappointed? Yes. We're also able to go up to 5 construction sectors now, and I highly suspect we can do 6 even. I'm gonna get a couple more logging camps and we can expand our construction sectors, and I'm gonna try and get a good balance of all the needed resources, both for industry as well as for our standard of living. So we go to population and we see what the needs are for our population. Right now we have a lot of excess for the lower strata and a small bit of excess for the middle and the upper strata. We're gonna give them as much excess as possible, which is gonna in turn mean that we're gonna get more migrants coming into our lands. We're not starving out of population now, though we still have 300,000 pops in Flanders and roughly 100,000 in Wallonia that we need to give jobs. Now, since we failed public schools, let's go ahead and try and get free trade, which means we're gonna be able to trade more, pay less bureaucracy for our trade routes, and have more competitiveness. We'd be making way more from trade than we would from those little tariffs that we're losing out on. Oh no, people in Krakatoa are suffering. So anyway, I think I'm gonna be in need of some more government administration buildings to advance my institution level. So let's queue up one more government administration in Flanders. Also, we need to queue up a couple more universities because we haven't yet reached our cap. Right now we're at 89 innovation and we still have a little bit to reach until 119. North Germans coming in from Saxe, Weimar to Wallonia. Oh yes, baby, give me them Germans in here. That sounded a little bit too excited. I don't know why I'm so excited to get Germans inside of my country, but let's not ask these kind of questions, okay? I absolutely love the state of Wallonia. We even got lead mines that we actually need now, so let's bring this up at the top of the queue. Since we're domestically producing glass, so we need lead for said glass. Now we're talking free trades back on the table, boys. Once more, we can upgrade our construction sectors all the way up to 8 industrial construction sectors, and we're still okay with our economy, despite essentially being 2 main states over here. And we're growing in GDP quite fast. We overtook the Brazilians. We're about to overtake the Egyptians and quickly take over the Dutch as well soon enough. We can apparently also get a defensive pact with the Brits now, so let's go ahead and get that because we need to have good relations with them. I would love to maybe get that alliance with them. Why not? Alemannic mass migration too. Looks like they're not really happy with what's going on in Baden, so they want to work in our mines now. What you think was going to happen? You think they're going to get a good life here? We're going to make sure they get profit. This is a profit-based economy, okay? And speaking of, we need more construction sectors because we are making profit. Gold depleted in the Northern Cape, which means we can build the gold mines now in the Northern Cape, and that's really good because one more thing I want to do in this playthrough, and it's basically part of playing toll, is getting trade rights in other countries and building up their gold mines. So one of my main ones to do is going to be Russia. If I get trade rights in Russia or any of the major gold having nations, citizens, then I can build up their gold mines and I can make money off of their own gold mines without me even having to invade them. Oh, the Prussians are at war with the Austrians. It is on. Oh, the war for unification. Let's see. Austria and Germany, Saxony. Saxony's on the side. Wait, what? Wait, what happened? They finish? Oh, they did finish. Okay. Looks like Germany won. Germany definitely won, and they got a claim on my lands, which is not great. Really not great, but we got that alliance with the British, so we should be fine. Speaking of, let's make it an actual official alliance. There you go. Securing the greatest nation on our side for the rest of the campaign. Time to also go on an adventure, boys. Let's assign Monsieur, whichever is the youngest. Matthew, make me proud. Get me all the gold from Niger area, please. All right, now we also can get some turmoil reduction per level of law enforcement, so we want to get this bad boy up to level 5 ASAP. That's why I'm gonna build even more government administration buildings. At least 3 more we're gonna need, but we do have a bit of a shortage of paper still, so let's get 2 more paper mills since we've gotten way more universities now than before. And I'm gonna go for laissez-faire. Why am I going for laissez-faire? Because I can, and because laissez-faire is obviously the best economic system, let's face it. It does mean we're gonna have less construction queue for us and more for the private sector, but I mean, it's fine. It is how we grow as an economy in this game after all. South Germans mass migrating again from Baden. Okay, I need to know what's going on in Baden, because clearly people are not happy there. Yep, they're struggling, and I know what you're thinking. Ludi, your people are also struggling, and to that I have to say, mind your own business, buddy boy. Let's also get the resource encouragement edict, or better yet, decree in Wallonia, since we have most of our resources in Wallonia. Once we get some more authority, we're going to get the manufacturing industry as well in Flanders. No, we failed the expedition. That is horrible. But we learned a valuable lesson, not to go in the mouth of a hippo to see what happens. Didn't we now, Matthew? You're a general. You should know these things. Look at that minus 25% loan interest rate, guys. Oh, that is going to be juicy. And we can do one more company now. I think I'm going to go for the mineral corporation because we're going to need a lot of coal and sulfur and fertilizer plants and steel mills and iron mines. All of these I need. You know what I also realized? It's probably not a bad idea to... Oh, 49. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, we might actually be able to pass public schools. Hallelujah, hallelujah. That is, that's the national anthem of Belgium. Any Belgian person can confirm this. And look at that, we got 5.65 million investment pool that we can use. So I just got $500,000 in gold reserves because my buildings are being sold. That's because we passed laissez-faire. So whenever you do get laissez-faire, what happens is all of your buildings get sold and you get money for every building that you sell. A lot of money for some of them. Look at that, we sold even more. Oh my god, 1.5 million. Holy snaps, dude. I'm curious how much we're gonna be able to make from just selling stuff here. Yeah, this is really great because by selling all that stuff early on like this, we can just ramp up our economy so much and use that extra influx of money to build up a huge economy. I'm talking bigger than Prussia's economy in just 10 years. I'm not even exaggerating. From 2 provinces, by the way. We got 2.5 million in reserves. Oh my god, dude. I'm loving this already. I should have gone laissez-faire earlier, shouldn't I? Oh! What? What? How? We got this so fast. Oh my god, dude. I cannot believe we actually got this so fast. That is wild to me. Dude, that's like the 3rd attempt we tried to pass that we actually succeeded. Oh, I'm so happy right now. I'm actually so happy right now. I might even give the private health insurance for the industrialists because they were kind to me. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just kidding. Fuck the industrialists. We are getting 20% capitalist investment pool contribution from the industrialists. So that is a pretty significant amount of money we're making off of them too. You know, stuff is going good when the private sector is literally building art academies. The economy is super stable, so the next step is to get all the institutions to the highest level that we possibly can, which is why I'm queuing up a few more government administration buildings. Oh my god, we are up to 9.7 mil GDP. We are above the Spanish. No freaking way, dude. We're about to take the Ottoman Empire. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is actually beautiful right here. Laissez-faire is the best thing that ever happened to our country. I think we can probably go down to the low taxes as well. The British want us to join the British Empire. Do they have a customs union at least? Let me check. They do have market unification. Joining the customs union of the British would be insane. We would get both migrants and we would make massive amounts of money off of it. But they can also turn us into their subject after a few years. And I kind of just want to see how strong we can be by just doing it ourselves. That's why this is a playing toll run. We're playing toll by staying just as Belgium and seeing what we can achieve as just these two provinces, right? If it was honestly any other run, I probably would join, but considering we're trying to play toll here, we're gonna do it by ourselves. Let's go ahead and attempt to once more to discover the source of the Niger River. Also, why is Hanover an Austrian? That makes no sense to me. What the schnapps? We managed to secure a trade agreement with France, which is why we're gonna be trading the schnapps with them as well here. Looks like the Americans also want to trade a lot of stuff with us. We might be able to get a trade agreement with them too. Let's see how they're doing actually. Do they even unify yet? No, the Mexicans still own the other half of proper United States, and they haven't had the Civil War yet. So let's see what's gonna happen once that triggers. Seems like people are not too happy with the new administration in Hanover because they're migrating to us. Can I blame them? No, I'd be unhappy too if I was under Austrian management. We failed public health insurance this time. Anything that's public, clearly we have to fail a couple of times beforehand, right? You know what we would pass instantly though? Private health insurance. I got big money that we would pass this instantly. Look at that. Just want to test out my theory here, okay? Would the rich people agree to private health insurance and disagree with public one? Nobody knows really. Holy mother of Russia. What? Okay, seriously, this is just disgusting. Did they just literally draw a penis into the Balkans? I find that really offensive as a Balkan person myself. Can we stop drawing penises and weird maps in the Balkans, please? English mass migration. What? Even the English are losing people to the greatest nation in this campaign. That's me, boys. What was I saying? First attempt. Didn't even have any issues passing private health insurance, did they now? Now, a really important law that I like to not see fail is restricting child labor, which is going to allow us to go up to level 4 for our education institution, which is vital, really. Now, as much as it pains me also, I'm going to be reducing my industry a tiny bit because we're starting to take actually loans, and despite having laissez-faire, we're not a great power. Remember that great powers have 50% loan interest rate reduction, and then that scales down. When you're a major power, you take 25% loan interest rate reduction. When you're a minor power like me, there's no bonus. If you become an insignificant power, then it's 25% more interest rate. So yeah, we need to become a great power, or at the very least a major power. That means we need to get more prestige. So for me to get more prestige, I need to become the leader of easier to build trade goods, and then maybe we can do some of the journal entries for extra prestige, some of the texts and so on. Something easy to just boost us up a little bit. We also could get more prestige from having bigger armies, from basically getting more army power projection. So we need to recruit some more ships and some more units. That's why I'm building up right now the military shipyard, which is going to allow me to build a military fleet of say 20 to 20 something ships. And then once that's done, we can go ahead and once more increase the amount of constructions that we have. Holy mother of God, we can get 8 freaking gold mines in Friestadt and another 3 in Transvaal. We are so in the money right now. Our economy actually recovered so fast. Military shipyard constructed, so I'm gonna out-click 9 ships over here and a few more around the south bit later down the line, not necessarily now. I actually forgot about this legislation and it passed. I'm not sure how fast, but it passed. So let's get some more government administration buildings again so we can actually get level 4 education investment level. Because of all of our population getting significantly richer in the past couple of years, we also need more basic goods industry. So we're gonna need more textile mills, furniture manufacturers, and everything else that people need to buy for their houses, including groceries and stuff. So let's get these built over here. Plus, we actually need more more ports to do more trade. So Alt Clickius 2 ports right now in Flanders, so we can use the new convoys to make bigger trade routes and as such make more money off of them. Oh my god, I love technology. We're gonna get so many laborers back now from switching to steam donkeys, which we can instead use in other parts of our industries as consequence. Hey, finally guys, we became a major power. Oh my god, that is such a big deal. So now we're getting 50% less interest rate together with the laissez-faire. We can get up to 75% if we manage to become a great power though, so that is the goal. And that doesn't include the other technologies that we add up to that too. Another big step in our country's development is to get professional army so we can actually recruit more units to use in future wars. So we're now right below the Americans when it comes to GDP. We boosted ourselves above the Spaniards, Egyptians, Mexicans, Shogunate of Japan as well, and the Ottomans and the Swedes. So next target, take out the GDP of the United States, boys, with the 2 provinces. Romanian mass migration. Holy mother, dude. We're getting the best of the best, eh? Wait a second. I think I lost my wallet. Did you guys see my wallet somewhere? We also can switch to publicly traded financial districts, which is going to be quite a little bit more money for us now as consequence. I really need to find a way to get the trade leagues into my government, because if we manage to get the trade leagues in, we're going to have at least a chance of passing multiculturalism. In that case, we can accept everybody, so it's going to be an actual paradise migrating to our country and working in our horrible coal mines. I mean, amazing coal mines. And also, it's time that we start ramping up our construction again. Hey, finally, we got professional army. Let's recruit a buttload of units. I want to have at least 40 units, so let's get 15 more in Flanders recruited. Wait, we actually have support for universal suffrage? Ain't no way. Ain't no freaking way. Ooh, how pissed off would these guys be if we went for universal suffrage? Dude, we might actually be able to pass this, in which case it's going to be a lot easier for us to get the trade leagues in charge. Holy shit, we went up to drafting in one take. Oh my god. Oh my actual freaking god. All right, well, looks like it's a bit of a guarantee at this point. We're going to be getting a universal suffrage, everyone. In 1860, by the way. Oh my god, dude. We failed again because of the same reason. The man got eaten up by a hippopotamus. How many hippopotamuses are there in the Niger Delta? Seriously. There you have it, boys. Freedom, equality, and brotherhood. And we got the new Colossus, a journal entry now. As long as we manage to get multiculturalism, we get the event Open Arm, which means that we're gonna get everybody and their mamas migrating to our country. We need to become the new Colossus. Okay, now this is just scary. The North German Federation literally just ate everybody else in Germany. Holy shit, oh my god, they even are at war with the French. Dude, they're gonna be forming Germany in that case. Wait, what? They want to give me a trade agreement. Yes, I also love you. Oh my god, they want a defensive pact? Ain't no way. Opportunity for pro-German law. Sure. And now that we got that trade agreement with them, we can probably make insane amounts of money from trading with them too. And Russia also wants a trade agreement with me. Well, it seems like me improving with them since freaking 30 years ago actually paid off finally. Next step is to get those investment agreements going. Speaking of, let me see if I can get that with the Germans too. Apparently, that is a very hard no right now because the attitude is protective towards me. I mean, it's better than aggressive, to be fair. Norwegians migrating. Yes, please. We need all the accepted pops we can get. We also just got the highest innovation cap in the world, which is huge because it means we're going to be able to out-technology anybody else. Bologna is migrating. Okay, that's literally our people. Cool. Come here. Leave Luxembourg. Hippopotamus sighted. Oh boy. I'm going to wait until he leaves this time. There you go. Wait, did Germany lose against the French? Why are they not Germany? They're still North Germany. Oh, would have been perfect too, because that would have been around the historical year for Germany to form, which I haven't seen yet in Wiki 3. Hey everybody, meet the waffles, the newest power block in the block. I need to work on that a little bit, don't I? Dude, why is my expedition every single second of the freaking game in grave danger? Can we just one stop stop fighting hippopotami and just get an easy time in Africa? Ooh, one more max company. Don't mind if I do. And you guessed it, boys. It's time for premium medals to get those bonuses for medals that we should have gotten a while back. Yay! First attempt, by the way, to to get into Africa. I didn't try that before. Editor, please take out the other takes. Thank you. Parliamentary Republic. I would love to have one, actually. I actually want to see what my migration attraction is like, because I'm getting quite a lot of migrants now. Let's see. We've got 98 in Flanders, and we've got 90 in Wallonia. Considering this is Europe and it's not the New World, it's actually not that bad. Serbians also migrating. Oh my god. What have we done? It's a joke. It's a joke. I love you guys. I love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the world's first actual democracy, Belgium, the United Belgian State, for that matter. And we are really close to catching up to the Austro-Hungarians and then the Americans, which have actually gone up a little bit. Now that we've also officially become a great power, the world's 7th great power, we can do a lot more interests around the world. So we're gonna eye up the areas of Persia, of course, for strategic carpet reasons. I feel like half of my immigrants are from Turkey now. Like, seriously, we got Albanians, Serbs, Greeks, Romanians from Turkey. What the shit? Also, Turkey. Hold up a second. Oh, my Schnitzeldorf. What happened to the Ottomans, and why are they now a bird? To be fair, it's not all Turks. We got Swedes migrating as well here, so we're basically a paradise, really. If you enjoy this particular run and you want to get the save for yourself, you can find it over on my Discord. I'll make it available to everybody after a month has passed. And I also do multiplayer games on the Discord, so do make sure to check it out and get the Vicky 3 role so you can join us in future MPs. Link to my multiplayer mod in description as well as the Discord. And if we get 5,000 likes on this run, we'll do the second and final part of the Belgian playing toll campaign.